Welcome back to That Range Life, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think there's any ladies that watch this show?
I know there are ladies that watch some of our stuff, and
I don't mean like friends and family. I mean actual like.
Oh, none of my friends or family watch this.
No,
I especially watch. I know Scotty listens, but that's about the end of the list.
Let's count listen.
God bless him.
So watch or listen. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
there are some women that watch.
Hell yeah. I love that.
I just assume they're here for you.
I mean, I do have my Legend the Zebra shirt on.
Right.
Gotta appreciate that. Go down that rabbit hole on the internet. I just feel like every time it's like ladies and gentlemen to be appropriate, but
it's just proper. Right.
Right. I'm very inclusive, as you know. Actually, never mind. I'm not telling that story. I'll save that for. I told you if I came up with any of the things, but I just thought of this as I said it, that I was just going to come in mid-show and be like, all right, we're deviating, telling these things. But this one I can't. I'm not going to tell on air. All right. Real quick, as we got to do in any good old YouTube video or podcast, hit the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you don't mind. And as I've been seeing in a video I've been watching, like how he says this, make sure you sign up for the alerts.
Oh, sign up for the alerts.
Sign up for the alerts.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
But he like I've
turn on the notifications of whatever you're using.
Yeah,
podcast or video.
I mean, he has a cool English accent and stuff, so it sounds anything sounds.
Yeah,
cool.
He can get away with it. Yeah,
do all those things, and of course, if you're listening to the podcast, please leave a review, do the rating, all those things.
Right.
Greatly appreciate. Yeah. And as always, word of mouth kills for us. It's a big deal. Tell your friends. Tell your enemies. Tell anybody who will come watch this and subscribe and do all the things too. We give stuff away. We post lots of random golf content. We are two random golf guys. And I would say, go so far as to say, we're not your typical golf guy. And I don't know if I mean that in a good way or a bad way. But we'll give you something interesting on this channel every now and then.
I was going to say, even if they're non-golfers and they just happen to watch television or hockey, or I mean, there's something where we spread all fields. There's something for everyone,
right?
Here at YouTube.com/Kris McEwen and or That Range Life podcast.
We'll weigh back on it and send it down the right field line, and we'll yank it down the third baseline too. We'll do it both,
just like my golf game.
Right.
Spray it right or yank it left. One of the two.
So I'm recording in outside of my office in the basement, and I love it so far.
Yeah.
And one of the key additions to this setup is my 70-inch television with the playoff hockey going on, and it's like I'm pretty good at not being distracted by the extra screen.
It's quite the drop there. My giant, massive television.
Dude, you can go buy a large. I know you don't buy TVs, but you can go buy.
Well played.
125-inch televisions now for like $65. It's insane.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But
anyways,
it's
so
like
you've got the hockey on, so you're a little distracted.
Well, it looks like I have a movie theater. No, I'm not. But it's nice to just like have that. It sort of gives you a sense, a new life. I could have the LIV Golf Tournament up here, perhaps. Just anything. Anyway, let's dive into the show. Let's just get going. All right.
Okay, let's do the thing. Yeah.
Let's do the thing. Okay. First and foremost, I have to know, did you watch the match?
I did not.
I didn't watch it.
I barely knew that it was occurring.
Same. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
And
I had no idea. And for those of the rest of you that are like us, it was Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes, and Josh Allen playing golf in Las Vegas.
Here's my question for you. Does anybody care about that? And I guess while it's not my cup of tea, I don't think it's yours. I understand when someone's like, hey, it's different golf content. I love golf. I don't even know where they played it, but it's probably a cool golf course. There's probably some golf personalities involved that they enjoy. So I'm fine. Like, hey, it's golf. I'm going to watch it. Much like we were saying about LIV Golf last week. Right. Who cares about, like, do you have any interest or care of Tom Brady golfing, Jackson Mahomes, any of those guys? Like,
not Jackson Mahomes. That's his brother, right?
They're both, I don't know. Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
I can't tell you how much. I don't care about either of them and for anything.
Is there an athlete that would, if there was an athlete that could draw you to the match, a non-golf athlete, is there one? Do you have one?
hockey players, just because of hockey players tend to be good golfers.
Yeah.
And I think they're fairly funny compared to most pro athletes. But so there's something like that. And frankly, the Spit and Chicklets guys, Paul Bissonnette, Ryan Whitney, do their Sandbagger Invitational where they play other hockey guys in a 2-on-2 match or 2v2, however you want to say it. And they do that on YouTube, and I watched that. So I guess like that could draw me. Obviously, that's not going to draw on TV. Meanwhile, Paul Bissonnette is on NHL on TNT right now, and he did he lost a bet to Ryan Whitney and he had to do the bozo head shave. Where you have like the hair like this and your ball up top. Right. It has to be broadcast live on TNT sitting next to Wayne Gretzky with it. It's so funny. And God bless TNT for going with it.
Yeah. I guess unless there's some just very affable, athlete or actor or musician or somebody.
Actors and musicians could draw me in.
Yeah. I just don't have a big interest in, and I like Josh Allen. He's fun to watch play football. Patrick Mahomes. I hit golf balls right next to Patrick Mahomes at Topgolf in Florida, by the way.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Talk about me doing the humble brag with the TV. Look
it was
at
at
you.
It was at the PGA show, and they shut down the whole. It was like a private party at Topgolf, and Patrick Mahomes right next to me. So I mean, I like those guys, but I don't. Yeah, I just didn't have.
I think the Sandbagger
interest. If like the thing where we had Joel and a Harold Varner and what's his name, the Instagram guy who was just hilarious,
Harry Higgs and Manolo, and
like that was fun to watch on a short course. Like that was fun. They're hitting shanks and stuff. That was a good time.
I think I answered my own question here to you. If they did that on like YouTube. And I think I guess I could DVR it, whatever. Like primetime golf coverage, it's something to watch on YouTube. Like in that watching habit, I might be a little more. I just so happen to not be into the NFL and that much, and especially not those guys. But I guess if you're a big Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, et cetera, fan,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the non kind of golf psychos like we are, where we're much more in tune to the PGA. Like maybe it does draw because those guys, maybe people that don't watch golf tune in just to watch those guys that don't really know much about the game or whatever. And they want to watch these guys play golf, and then it's entertaining to them. I don't know.
I was thinking about how much I barely cared when notable professionals were playing, and man,
that's a whole different thing. I mean, I'm out on PGA golf. I gotta tell you, man.
I have no idea who won this past week. Was it Charles Schwab this week?
Charles Schwab was 2 weeks ago. Sam Burns won that one. Billy Horschel won the Memorial. How you didn't watch the Memorial?
Oh,
Bill with your guy.
Oh my God, we were we golfed at Mill Creek 2 weekends ago. Holy shit! Did we just get to I don't know how the topic came up, but around the 14th hole, just ripping into Jack Nicklaus, and I'd be on the tee mid swing going, "Oh, Barb!" Just talk about a guy. Oh, maybe that's why I just was instinctively not paying attention to it and just not interested. And
did you catch any of the U.S. Open at Pine Needles, the Women's U.S. Open?
I did want to watch it, but I didn't catch any of it. And what's her name? Minji. What's her last name?
Lee,
right? Yeah. She, I guess, just put on a clinic.
She did. She did. She was, and that's, first of all, the golf course is a blast.
Yeah.
That place looks amazing. Just such a cool venue to watch golf. And then for her to play that well on those greens with all the runouts, the fairways, and the fairways run out into sand and bushes and whatever, and the greens, if you're you can't hold a green from off the fairway, and for her to finish whatever it was 14 under, 5 shots up on second place, that was a something, man.
Well, and I feel like if this isn't a testament to how I don't know, maybe it's a pandemic, I don't know, something's just clicked where I just don't enjoy watching golf. I have a ton of fun playing it with my friends, especially these days.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm in the mode now of I just want to play it all the time, much more so. I can watch it when I'm not playing, when it's not summer. I guess ironically enough, when it's actually golf season, all I want to do is play it. I
But
don't
see,
really have any interest in watching.
even that, like, here's the thing. It's weird because it's like I just got fit for clubs, and in a way, I'm taking my golf. I'm trying to. It's like I'm a little more focused in my playing than I have been in a long time. But that said, it's more fun for me to just be like, let's go whack a ball around, tell a few bad stories, make some jokes, and I don't care if I shoot 1,000. Like, it's just fun to, and then, you hit a few cool shots, some fun ones, and your buddy hits, maybe your buddy plays real well and you get to watch it. Like, that's the entertainment value is that for me. And then I've noticed I hit the winter where, I can't play it. So now I'll watch it. It's like, I don't want to watch that. I think about when I started really enjoying watching Bryan Brothers, in which I've lost interest in because Wesley's actually playing his schedule.
Right.
Was when him and George and Will Miles and George were screwing around on the golf courses and having like that was fun for me. If I can't get out and play and screw around with my friends, I want to watch other golfers get out and screw around with their friends. Right. That's good enough for me.
Right.
I don't want to see them take it serious. I just want to see them have a good time.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's where I'm at. So yeah, I didn't watch the match. I mean, not even interested.
No.
But I will say I had a much more negative vibe about it until this conversation. I'm like, okay, hang on. I have a little better perspective and it's not fair. So, all right. So talk to me here. I saw this old Phil, shocking. He's coming back to professional golf at the LIV, which I think of the stuff that came out that he said about these guys funding it.
Yeah.
God. I don't know how you skate free on that one and how that's going to play out. And the other thing I was thinking, it's fine now, unless these guys have something in their contracts. Or I don't know. I still don't know what if this doesn't pan out in the next like year or 2 years where these guys are like, you know what, I'm not into this and I want out. Can you do the same rules apply? Can you just get out? Is this like, I kind of worry this might be like the mafia.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right. Well, I think they signed, their initial agreement here is to play like there's a minimum involved of tournaments. Like when you sign on, you for the season, you get whatever there's going to, I can't remember how many there are, 10 or something. I think you're in for 8, something like that, or 80% of the tournaments, whatever it is. But you're in it for the season, basically.
Well, let's just say you've done 2 seasons, you've met your contract, and you're like, you know what, I'm not into it anymore. And they're like, no, you're still into it, Kevin. Nah, you're like, yes, you are. And you're like, no, I didn't sign a new contract. I'm not interested. Like, you should probably sign this contract if you know what's good for you. Like that could be. I was thinking that could very realistically be a thing. And I was thinking with Phil and all the damage he's done and the things that come out he's said about these guys, they might have some scary, they're scary MFers, as Phil says.
Right. They
may have some scary control over him. Just is that a thing? Is that a thing?
I don't think it's very probable.
Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, will there be pressure on him to stay in it? Yes. Will they up the purse ante for him? Probably, but
I'm gonna go on a limb and assume Phil's value in terms of what they will give him has gone way down. Like, sorry, Phil, you did this damage to yourself, and we have the upper hand on you now. Thanks.
Yeah, well, there's all kinds of money rumors circulating around what he's getting, but nobody really knows. But I mean, certainly he kind of he did damage his own negotiation powers. But yeah, and so the other piece of news that came out, not only was he committed to playing in the new LIV Tour, he does plan on playing at the US Open this year. And then the other, I think I put on here on the notes, there's a new person rumored to be joining next. Your pal Richard.
Oh no! I mean,
that's the new rumor now that came out today. That
I guess he wasn't imminent. In that. Yeah, he wasn't in that initial announcement, was he? But he, when all this was quote unquote kicking off, his name did come up as a probable, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So keep an eye out for that. By the time, the first tournament is this weekend, right?
I'm gonna watch it.
Are you? It's gonna be on YouTube.
No, I'm gonna forget. I'm going to forget.
I don't know. But yeah, so we'll see if he's going to play this weekend. And it's only 54 holes. Don't forget that. It's only a 3-day tournament. He's going to have to commit like sometime soon. I mean, this show is dropping on Thursday, so maybe by tomorrow or Wednesday.
Leave a comment. Let us know if he committed.
Yeah,
we won't know. I probably won't know because you want to talk about how I've been going on and on about how I just stay off of golf social media.
Yeah.
I don't know. You posted something and I'm like, I had no idea you were doing this or something like that. And I go, because this is something I'd normally just see on social media. And I go nowhere near it, near the golf stuff,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And in a way, how I don't know about you and I can't figure out how to undo it, but where it's like Twitter, my notifications are all screwed up. It's like somebody will reply to something and I won't even know it. I won't get a notification, but then it'll be like someone you follow that I don't posted something. So it'll be like a recent tweet from so-and-so and I'll get notification for that. So the other day I brought up Twitter in the wrong browser. So it was the Driving Range Heroes Twitter. And I had like 13 notifications and all stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I forgot. This person exists. This person exists because I just haven't been anywhere near it. And so there's a great chance Richard will commit. I didn't hear this rumor, the Richard news or speculation, I should say. I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
And I probably won't hear he commits because I don't.
There was I think a Golf Week piece maybe today came out and said that's what was probably going to happen.
I do get the 2 morning Golf Digest, like, here's everything that happened yesterday, emails. And I did read one about the kid who won the US Am, committed. And he's like, look, I wanted to be a professional golfer. He's had, I think he said he got, by winning the Am 5 PGA Tour starts, and he hasn't even broken par in a single round yet. He hasn't made a cut. He shot an even par 71 at Harbor Town, but still missed the cut. And so for him, again, the sort of like, no brainer. Why wouldn't he go take this undisclosed amount of money? And of course,
that's the real threat, right? We talked about that they're going to start poaching these younger talent.
And then, of course, as I read the article and it's like, oh, the blood money, this, the negative connotations that I do start going, I don't know, Kris and I say it's a lot of money. Who are we to say whatever? But maybe they're right. Maybe I just have to hard be it. I don't know. I do need to be more opinionated about this than I am. And then I go back into not paying attention to golf stuff.
Yeah, it's really hard to, and it's such a bad position to take as like social media people or YouTube
as golf media, as golf media influencers. We're influencers, right, Kris.
But I'm not going to make judgment on anyone that does anything around that. That amount of money, I mean, I'm not going to, if you take it, good for you. If you don't, good for you. I just don't have, I'm not going to have an opinion on that.
I just want to leave me alone about it. Just
everybody's situation is different. Like I just think, some people, maybe if they didn't, that amount of money is just, it's such a life-changing amount. I'm not going to judge anybody for doing anything.
Yeah.
Either way, which I know is kind of lame, but still.
Leave the judging to Kevin Na and Grayson Murray. All right. Leave it to them.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Murray. What a tool.
Talk about
Dude sucks.
Like, in a way, I'd say, like, I don't think Kevin Na has done anything wrong, but like, I talk about 2 idiots I just don't want to hear from now. And I'm and
I don't mind Kevin. I like Kevin.
I don't
Na.
either.
I mean,
I do. I have historically liked him, and that's where I'm at with this. I'm like, I'm just so over all of it. Like, both of you just go away. That's like kind of, you know what? Both of you go to your room. Both of you
right. Right. Get off my internet. You guys get off the internet. Go away.
I got Jackson or Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers to watch golf. Okay.
Right.
All right, I was going to talk to you about playing the golfs, but I don't know. Who cares? You and I play golf sometimes, and funny things happen. Funny things don't happen.
It's true. We actually need to play golf like together at some point.
I was going to say there may be I was the Friday longish distance round and see if you were possibly interested in that still. But
will you keep going so far west to play golf?
No, this is south. Kankakee. Bill
on Friday.
Bill Langford, Teddy Morrell.
I don't have that in me.
I know what you mean. You mean. But I feel, it's one of these opportunities come and go. In my
and you value those. You value those more than you value playing golf with me. I understand.
Yeah, correct. Obviously,
I get it.
Yeah, amongst many other things, right?
It's fine.
We're not done with playing though. We'll figure that out. I got time.
What did you do to your driver? You sent a picture of it, and you claim that you quote don't even know how it happens.
I don't.
Though physics it will tell you how it happened.
Well, right. So, but I didn't it wasn't like I just flat out. So I sky marked it like dead in the middle, just a little toe side toward the toe, not toe side. So they say in the modern drivers, like the sweet spot, they really like to get that right shape. You just want to hit it in just a little bit forward there, and it's right where you want it to be, except on the top line. And the shot, it was higher, but it wasn't like your typical sky mark. What just happened? Straight in the air. Could I reached out and caught it? It wasn't one of those.
Right. It looked like it. It looked like the half of the ball came off on the top of that club.
Honestly, so having done this plenty of times throughout my 30 years of playing golf, usually it's just from going straight under the ball in one way, shape, or form. And I'm like, I didn't have the ball teed that high. So I think I just came into it first swing of the day. I think I just came into it so steep. I came down into it.
Right.
And I mean, it didn't go, by no means did it go 300 or 275 yards, but it was over 200. So it wasn't the end of the world. I still don't know what happened. So I play the rest of the round with the sky mark just glaring at me. The drive, it still works fine. And it's actually in a spot where it's not the worst because it almost is right with the alignment aid. It frames the ball nicely.
Yeah.
And then I went, oh shit! In my new Sunmount H2No light speed stand bag, I have a black Sharpie in the Sharpie spot. I'm going to color it in. So that at least minimized it, but it still wasn't great. And I'm not going to buy a new driver. So I'm like, all right, I'll put my old Tour Edge Exotics C721 driver back in. The problem is it's the new one just is so much better.
It's so much better.
I can't.
And that says a lot because I don't want people to think that it's like a this or that kind of thing. Like the 721 is a great driver on its own.
So good. It beat out so many drivers for me. Yeah.
Yeah. But the 722 is just, my goodness.
So good. And
put a card somewhere. We did a thing for it.
Somewhere up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Claffy's busy, so and it's I don't want to be that good. Hey, can I get another free driver from you?
Right.
I mean, if you want to give me immediate discount, sure, but that's not gonna. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah,
so there's that, but I also don't want to pay $400 or $500 for a new driver.
That's why you hang on to the old one, the 721.
Well, right, but I don't want to stop playing the 722. So, Chris, I haven't sent you a picture. I'm going to show you where you and I are going to be together tomorrow working on some stuff. I'm going to show you tomorrow. Yeah. It's not perfect, but I started thinking about, I want to say it was Hideki Matsuyama was the one I specifically remember this with, but he would have the tour truck when he was playing a TaylorMade driver instead of a Strixon driver.
Uh-huh.
he didn't like how the silver paint made the face look at address. It just looked shut to him. So they would Sharpie the top line and it would look with black marker and it look a little more open. And it didn't at address, like it didn't look flawless, but it didn't look horrible. And I thought there's something there. So I went home and I have all sorts of things for painting clubs and just, you know, as a dad does at a house, you just have things to fix things. Right. So I said, there's something to be said here of that idea. So I taped it off and like the whole length of the thing, and it has that 722 right at the alignment thing. So I did like a little point around it and I taped it off just so there's like basically a line going down the top line.
Okay.
Right about the edge of the sky mark. Okay. And I took essentially a paint pen because I like, how can I get a brush? I don't want to get brush marks in it. You know, how do I get a nice smoothish? Doesn't have to be perfect here. And especially like, you know how it goes. You use we're not pros who can switch clubs out left, right, and center.
Right.
We're going to beat on our golf clubs. They're going to get worn out in show wear and tear. So I'm not looking for this thing to be perfect, but just a clean look at address. Mm-hmm. So I go throw this layer of paint on it, let it dry, peel off the tape, just a nice clean line down the thing that doesn't blend perfectly, but it's there. And the only problem was because of where the sky mark was, there's literally like fill that needed to happen and space that needed to be filled up there. So that showed a little bit and I missed like a little chunk of that. So, well, what do I do? Just tape off the face again, tape off a little more
it all over. Yeah.
And add a second coat and fill it out. So I have nice even. Dude, I'm not going to show you this and be like, I can't tell anything ever happened. You did anything to this, but at address looks good enough, looks clean, looks way better than it did. And I'm like, this is serviceable. We're back. 6 months from now, beating this thing up, it's going to, whether it's just dirt, sand, or dropping it, whatever, it's going to show, I'm going to have some damage to it. So this is more than fine. So
nice. It's funny that you brought up Hideki with the marker. Cause you know, he got DQ'd this week.
That was
for putting it on the face of the driver or of his 3-wood.
It's funny because when I was doing this, I said, that's funny. The guy I'm thinking of just got DQ'd for putting marker on the face of his club. Watch me get dinged for that. So now I was telling intern Grant, I played golf with him tonight. And I said, I think next year if Tour Edge comes out with a better driver and it takes this one out, I'm going to take it. I'm going to try to go real crazy and sand off like all of that top line.
Yeah. Yeah.
And completely repaint. I'm a little scared because of the titanium or whatever, the steel, I don't know what kind of metal it is, into the carbon fiber. That scares me.
Right. You don't want to, it's already super thin. You put sandpaper to that.
Just go, I slipped.
It's going to collapse on it. Right.
But I'm on to something with this. And for like functional repair, if you will, I'm very pleased with it. Surprised myself, even first time I've ever done something like this.
Yeah.
But then having done other like golf club work, I go, wait. I could get crazy with this. So I want to try sanding the whole thing out, getting it nice and cleaned up.
I know you need to get yourself an airbrush. You know,
exactly.
Really get going.
Maybe a paint booth. Sarah, get everything out of the garage. I got
a
project.
You need to get like that Range Life or Driving Range Heroes like colorway, and tape it off and do it like that.
Oh, I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
See, and this is why we work so well together.
Yeah, that's good.
Just bouncing ideas off one another.
Now I gotta get somebody like, can you mix this hue of orange? No, get out of here.
Go to Home Depot. Like, I just need a little tiny like pint.
Yeah,
not even just a jar.
Actually, I have read. So there's companies like Continental Golf who do refinishing of woods and whatnot, where people want to get like custom colors. Yeah. And apparently it's basically automotive paint. So you think of cars and being in the different temperatures and getting hit by acorns and shit like that. They have to have a little flex to them.
Right. Golf
clubs, going like this when they hit a ball, same thing. So I'm wondering if I could you'd have to go to like a body shop and be like, hey, can you just mix me up like this much paint? Right. And that's probably too much. And I'll be like, sure, that's $165.
Yeah. Yeah. That's also true.
All right.
We didn't. We got going. We didn't even tell everybody that we are going to announce a winner of the SL2 bag, the Stitch SL2 bag.
I was going to see if you wanted to get into that, or
Sure.
if you want to do a little TV talk before we get in. We can skip TV talk.
No, we'll get the TV talk in a minute, but let's do the winner.
The giveaway first. Okay.
Yeah, let's do the giveaway. So thank you to everyone who entered, who subscribed. Hopefully you've been enjoying some of the content since you've subscribed. But yeah, we're going to go. Let me go and open this up. We already chose a winner.
Kris, do you know what we're at subscriber wise, or do you want me to check while you're doing yours?
We are at 909 now.
Oh, God, guys, it's getting close.
91 more. I'd say we have to start asking around for the stuff now. We're getting we got to get ready to go.
Remind tomorrow at our place to bring that up.
Yeah. Anyways, the winner of the Stitch SL2 golf bag is Mr. Kirk Williams. Congratulations.
Attaboy, Kirk.
I'm happy for him. He's actually a longtime guy. So we'll get his details and get him a bag. Now, for those that are subscribed but didn't win, again, thank you, Ryan. I'm looking at you, Scott, Siggy Sauer. He's a longtime guy. Mm-hmm. Chris Addy, he's a longtime guy. James Redmond, Connor Scott, all these guys. We've got another one. I said I'm purging still. I'm still purging, and we've got this now, right here.
You can't see what it is. It's not tea.
It's not tea. It is an Arcos Caddy Link. And it's kind of a unique. So the usual Caddy Links are green, I think black and green. This one is all blacked out. It was like a special edition.
Stealth.
So stealth. That's right. I did a thing about it. So we're going to give this away. I have all the nubs for him. I think I have 14 nubs, including a putter nub. So the nubs will be included.
Are they called nubs? Is that the term, or is that what
they are? What else do we call them? You won't call them dongles.
Sensors.
I guess you call them sensors.
I like nubs. Let's do nubs.
It's like Carpenter.
Carpenter is the GOAT of all terms we've come up with.
So we're going to give this away next. I haven't thought through like what the competition will be. Obviously, you want to subscribe and hit the bell. I think it might be just like a quick little drop that we do. So if you have the bell hit and I drop a quick video telling you to comment in the video to enter, we'll close it out after like 10 people comment or something, right? We'll do it that way.
No, I have a better idea. You have to pick the top 3 finishers of the LIV Tour event this weekend. I'm just kidding. I can't even keep it. I can't even keep a straight face.
Yeah. So this is the next giveaway. We'll be, the next couple of weeks, we'll get rid of this thing. And so you can start, I think it's, I liked it. It works very well. But I just don't have that whole like metric golf game thing in me. I think we talked about this. I just kind of like we just said, we kind of like to go out and play, the shots are the shots and the putts are the putts. I know what my weaknesses are. I have many when it comes to golf and life, but yeah, everything works great. I'll include the charger, this bag, the nubs, the sensors, whatever you want to call them. And yeah.
Maybe you'll throw in a few That Range Life stickers or something. I don't know.
Need to get, we need to start including those. We'll include those to Kirk too. We'll send you some Snickers, some stickers.
Send him some Snickers too.
And some stickers. So again, thanks everybody for subscribing and entering and commenting. That was a fun one. Seemed to get a lot of engagement on that one. So there you go.
It's a good bag, guys. It's a really good bag. Kirk, you're going to love it. All right. Well, congratulations, bud. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's TV talk real quick.
All right. I'm all caught up on everything. So whatever.
3 episodes in the Stranger Things. Family went out of town. I'm like, you can't watch any of this while I'm gone or while you're gone with your family. If they all decide they're going to start watching it, you have to go in the other room. End of story. But it's funny because I'll say this, the first episode, I was kind of like, what the hell? Okay, what's going on here? God, it's been so good. Let's not lose it now. And then second episode, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm in.
It doesn't take long to get going again for sure.
And then the third episode, I was like, God, I wish you weren't going away for the week because I don't really like. I was saying
what happened in the third episode?
Well, I don't want to say because in case people haven't watched it yet, right?
Okay, fair, fine.
But it very trying to say it without giving it anything away. It still leaves a lot of like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Yeah, for the entire thing.
I don't have a clue where this is going to go.
Yeah.
But now we know what a building is, who a guy might be. That's what I got. So
yeah,
that's what I meant with that. And holy shit, is it good? And I forgot this. We've talked about it before on our shows.
That show is so much fun across the board. That show is just a blast.
Fun's a word for it.
Yeah.
It is a blast. I don't know if I'd say fun. It is a blast. I forgot about this, and I feel like we've talked about it on this show. And because it's sort of old news, but I forgot their names, but the two dudes who do all the music, I forgot how good Stranger Things music is.
Yeah. Yeah. Do the Duffers do that? Do the Duffers do the music?
I can't remember. I just know it's these two weird electronics guys. And it's not two of them. It's a handful of them. And they do live performances, that are the typical, like they're just standing behind some electronic equipment, making the noises, but it looks awesome.
I just think, I don't know what the difference between fun and a blast is. To me, that's one and the same. Like
fun's like, to me, going to a carnival and lighthearted. Blast is exhilarating. And you like the rush, but it isn't necessarily peaceful and putting your mind at ease.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
But
to me, that's fun. Like the scariness of the show, the intensity of the show, the whole thing is really just fun for me. It's just,
To be fair, that I would say those brainwaves are not have not been a great place for me this past week. So,
do you watch The Boys?
No.
Have you talked about The Boys?
That's not the one. It's not an old show, right?
No, it's new. It's on Amazon Prime. It's basically superheroes have been they're part of a corporation. Like there's a corporation that manages superheroes, and oh my God, I forgot. So it started back up just recently. I think there's 3 episodes now.
Okay.
That have been released. They come out every Friday. It's dark. I mean, it's so dark. It's so violent. It's super disturbing at times. But to me, like when I say Stranger Things is fun, like, yes, it's scary and whatever, but like The Boys is on another level. And after watching Stranger Things, which is like cute, like scary monster stuff, and then watching The Boys, which is real life, kind of super violent, people getting their heads cut in half and blown up and all kinds of stuff. It's like, oh my God, it's quite the jolt.
Yeah, no, I'm good there.
And the storylines are like super fast. The other thing I feel like, here's the other thing. If anyone watches The Boys, and it'd been a while since season 2 finished and season 3 started, and I don't know if they do this on purpose or not, but like their like catch up, their recap before episode 1 of season 3 was brutal.
I thought you were talking about a tomato sauce for a second. Not even kidding. When you said like ketchup. Like you said it quick, so I'm like, their ketchup. Is there like a bit in the show related to ketchup?
No. Okay. No, their recap was so bad that it did not, like, you started up season 3, episode 1. You're still trying to catch up. Like, what happened at the end of season 2? Where is this guy? Where does this person sit now? What's going on here? So kind of, and I feel like I say they might do it on purpose because I kind of wanted to go back and watch the last episode of season 2.
Just to like calibrate.
Right. And maybe they make you do that because then they get another click or another view or whatever. I don't know.
Who do they think they are? You and me on YouTube?
Right. But anyways, that show is God, that's something, man. That is, it's brilliant. First of all, the way that they set up the superheroes and stuff, and the way that it's kind of shown the behind the scenes and the whole thing is really great. It's really, really well done. But there's a lot of bad things that happen to people on that show.
To enjoy watching bad things happen to people. Makes me feel better about myself, my life's disposition. Are you watching? I'm
all caught up on Obi-Wan too. I'm loving it. It's great.
So that's 3 episodes now, right?
Yeah.
It's
when does that drop? Is it
Wednesdays? Yeah, okay. Wednesdays. Okay. Yeah, as it's like, I enjoy it when I watch. I'm like, wow, really good, whatever. But then I marinate on it. I feel like I calm down on it a little bit, but I do still feel like I'm hanging on to. It feels like the Star Wars universe. I'm stuck on the Star Wars universe. Owed something to Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. Like, sorry, here we're gonna give you something.
I do. Here's what I think is really, really good. And it reminds me of the prequels a little bit and why I think I liked them, because McGregor's so good with kids. Like just the relationship that he tends to have with kids is really fun. It's really good.
It is. Yeah, it is. I like that girl, the little girl who plays Leia. She's great. She's fantastic.
She's great. She's so good. Yeah.
And then I mean, when they're building Darth Vader, and wait, hang on a second. Was there the end of Revenge of the Sith? I can't remember. Is it whatever the prequel was? The end of it, they build Darth Vader because they rescue him, right? And they build him.
Yeah.
But then they build him again. No spoiler, sorry. They build him again. You had to know it was coming if you know the general. You like it's out there what the story arc of this series is.
Right.
So they build Darth Vader again, and it's very cool how they do it. But I feel like it's we've seen that happen before, and it's not the same thing. So I wonder if
that's for people that haven't seen the prequels, because that's possible.
Or it wouldn't surprise me if Favreau. He's involved in this, right?
Everything, I feel like, yeah.
If somebody along those lines was like, listen, I know Lucas came in and said, nope, here's how we're going to do things. But the canon said, this is what happened. And it was different.
That's true. Right. The metal legs and shit like that. And it's much more in detail this time around, I feel like.
Just awesome.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, it comes out 2 nights a month. I guess I know what I'm doing Wednesday night by myself. I know how to live. I know how to live. Not a TV thing, but are you familiar, or do you have any thoughts, feelings, or whatever about the band The Darkness?
That's they had the one hit, the big hit, right?
Here they had like one. I believe in a thing called love. Like
Otherwise, I'm not super familiar with them. I think I was somewhere where they played live at one point.
I've heard their shows are really good. They have they like hitting that, early to actually, I think that album came out in 2000.
Yeah.
They got big in the UK and a lot of the rest of the world, not here.
Right.
And have their cult following, very, very loyal cult following here. They're known for putting on really good live shows. They're very good musicians. Mm-hmm. The guy, whether Justin Hawkins, the singer, whether you like it or not, he's very talented as a singer. You may perceive it as goofy, you may not, but there's no debate. He's very talented, and whether you
for
like
sure. It yeah, I wouldn't. That's not what I wouldn't say. I think I'm sure a lot of people thought it came off as a parody, that one song, because it was just kind of like out of nowhere. But no, that dude's got some pipes for sure. Like that dude can sing.
Because of what I'm going to talk about, I could go on for days about things I've learned about him and whatever.
Yeah.
And I've always enjoyed them, and I like them. I'd like to go to one of their shows. I bet it'd be a ton of fun. They don't take themselves too serious, but they take themselves very serious.
Right.
Right. They're up for a good time, and he talks about this. And what I'm about to talk about, he has a YouTube channel that he started over the pandemic, and the channel's called Justin Hawkins Rides Again. That's the name of his channel.
Okay.
And he breaks down songs. He answers questions. He talks about other artists. He talks about the music industry, and it's just generally insightful.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Very knowledgeable about like music structure theory, so he can break down like notes in a melody. He can break down, like chords and why that you should do this and that. And like, for instance, one of them was, he was talking about, As It Was by Harry Styles. And he's like working his way through it. And he's like, people are saying it sounds like Aha's Take on Me. And he goes, look, why? It's exactly the same chords.
Yeah.
Take on Me chorus, except they just start on like the third chord and go through the progression and then never change. The whole song's the same chords.
Right.
And I was like, huh.
So he goes like 4, 1, 2, 3 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4 or something like that.
Correct.
From the right.
And he just, a lot of stuff like that. And, part of it is like so Sarah's watching one of them with me and she's like, oh God, he needs to get over himself. He knows that. He's highly aware of that. And he was like, when he gets called out on it, he's smart enough to tell you why your, opinion of him, of what he's saying is wrong, but he accepts it, and it has been so good. It's my, like, I'm so happy to have stumbled upon it and have gotten the biggest kick out of the rabbit hole of Justin Hawkins Rides Again. So if you want an entertaining YouTube channel,
all right, there you go.
A goofy, quirky guy and you're into music, check it out.
Ryan Lent, did you watch the Ryan Lent thing about Creep?
I haven't yet. I saw it though.
God, it's so good.
All right, I'll check.
He does a really good job at that stuff too, is talking about chord progressions and why something sounds nice to the human ear.
Well, and
cool.
I think he's so good at humanizing that stuff. Whereas the Justin Hawkins stuff, he gets a little down some rabbit holes and you go, oh, you're an expert at this. And I didn't know this. He's made money with The Darkness and what have you, but he's also had a successful career as writing songs for like Adam Lambert and other people.
Yeah.
It's
like Chris Singleton, right? Chris Singleton wrote songs for everybody for 20 years.
Stapleton's the name.
Stapleton. Yeah.
Right.
Stapleton. Chris Singleton's a baseball player.
Right. But the original show that led to Pop Idol. So the first show that Nigel Lithgow and Simon Cowell did. He like helped do a bunch of the marketing and jingle stuff to get that off the ground. So he made money off that. So the guy's clearly a genius. And he's just fascinating. A lot of great stories. And then he's talking about like touring with Muse and it's so good. So
cool.
Would recommend. All right. This has been a show. We've covered a lot. Chris, what do you got going on the Chris McEwen end of the content world?
Oh, we've got my daughter Kennedy's debut on a What's in the Box that has just dropped this week, where I unboxed the Big Mac's IQ 360.
Man, we got some. There's some new people entering the What's in the Box mix here on Chris McEwen's YouTube channel. It's a really good. You haven't watched it yet? I know it's already scheduled up and ready to go. You haven't caught it? I haven't. I'll go look for it though tonight.
It's really good. It's really funny. It's only like for like a second, but it's good stuff. Makes me laugh every time I watched it. It made me giggle.
Nice.
But I'll be interested to see like why it's funny to you compared to why it's funny to me, to see if we laugh at the same thing. Anyways, so that's it. I dropped a little minute long short, which has been doing pretty good numbers as well. So thanks for everybody watching that. And I might make like a full length version of something like that. I have all this footage of Highlands of Elgin, which I just love that golf course. And so I kind of feel like I should use it. So I might just make something else.
That's a golf course we should go play together soon.
God, it was torture. I went just to shoot video and I was like, oh, it was perfect out. It wasn't crowded. It's like, God.
And that's rare there. That place is always like the slowest in the world. And God, I haven't played in a while. I got to get back out there.
Yeah, we should make some time for that one for sure.
We'll talk.
Great. What do you got going on the website, on the .com?
Speaking of push carts, if you go over to drivingheroes.com this week, we have the review for the Click Gear 4.0 push cart. Check that out. Then you've seen the other videos, the What's in the Box, what have you, for the Cobalt Q6 slope rangefinder. The review is up for that. I'm sure that'll pop up in more content. Used it again tonight. Saw a little rangefinder. Go check that out. Other than that, that is it. With that, Chris, I think I will bid everybody adieu. It's been a pleasure joining you and our fine folks on the internet. Kirk Williams.
Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah. Super pumped for you.
And stay tuned, everyone else, to figure out how you wear this to win the Arcos Caddy Link.
Absolutely. All right. Kris.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure. That's Kris McEwen. Go follow him at Kris McEwen on all social media. Don't forget to subscribe to his YouTube page here. We'd really appreciate that.
Thanks to Bridgestone Golf again. We haven't done a Bridgestone Golf bit in a while.
Shit, so I saw it halfway through the Bridgestone Golf for the win. I saw the box sitting there halfway through the show, and I'm like, I got an idea. I know how we're going to do it, and I forgot. You got it. Bridgestone Golf, the official ball of that Range Life. Go follow them at Bridgestone Golf on all the social medias. I'm Bill Bush, driverangeheroes.com, at Range Heroes, Instagram, Twitter, the places. Go check it out. This has been that Range Life. Thank you for joining us. Folks, we'll see you next time.